My name's Doug Hastie. I work with the Atherton Youth Justice. My role here is the Community Resource Officer. My dad's side, my mom is from the Oak Forest around Cranda. That's the Jabbergai tribe, and he was from the Jabberganji clan, and his mum was from the Yalanji up near Maytown. And from my mum's side, I'm Takalak from the Croydon area, and also Kuthan, which is out near Delta Downs up in the Gulf there. When I was younger, I left school early. I dropped out at about grade 11. Didn't do much schooling, so the only skills and education I had was to do seasonal work. So I did seasonal work from about 15, did it for about 10 years. And because of the amount of education and skills I had, I was always working with Job Network. One day a position came up for a console operator at Caltex server. Put in for that, got the position, worked there for about 2 years. While I was there, I made a lot of contacts because a lot of the government agencies would come in, pay for fuel and stuff like that, so I got talking to a lot of people. And a position came up with the council. One of the customers talked to me about a position that came up with council doing youth work. So I thought I'd give it a go. Applied for that position, got the youth work position first as a shared position with another lady. After about 3 weeks, that lady quit, and I pretty much had a youth work position full time. Because the youth work, it was like on a contract, so the contracts were coming to an end, and I was looking for another job, and a position came up here with Youth Justice. Applied for the position and got it. Started off as a youth worker. We work with kids that are on orders. My role is working with the kids that are on their sort of high-end orders, so like your conditional release orders, your intensive supervised orders, and your conditional bail programs. And my role here is pretty much coaching, mentoring, and training those young people. One thing I love about my job, look, I like working with people, and in particular young people. Growing up, I've always had support with for myself. So I come from a family that had strong male role models, and it's just my way of giving back to the community. So giving the young people that I work with a strong male role model that they can look up to. I didn't have any formal qualifications coming to position, but working at places like Caltex just helped me develop, your basic skills like communication, teamwork, problem solving, initiative, planning and organising. I learned how to use technology, and also it's about lifelong learning as well. When I started off in the youth work, I did not have any formal qualification, but once I got the job, we did do some stuff like we did a Cert 4 in youth work, so having a Cert 4 in youth work would be a good start when you come into a position like this. I left school early, and when I left school early, it sort of took me a while to get to where I am. I had to sort of take the long way around. My advice for young people wanting to get into this sort of role is take the shortcut. Finish school, get an education. It just makes it a lot easier. You don't have to take the long way around. You can get to these, this position a lot quicker. Don't make it harder for yourself. Take the easy road. It's a lot easier if you get the education early. Always was, always will be. To me, that's about acknowledging Indigenous people. That look, we were here. It wasn't Terra Nullius, so if we acknowledge, that we have been here, then it's about knowing what existed back then, and if we acknowledge what existed back then we can see, well, when you look at history, how did we get off the track? How do we get back on the track, and how do we move forward from here? So it's about acknowledging and moving forward to me.